Hello everyone! Welcome to another episode of Bible Q&A. Today we're discussing, why are God and Jesus called the first and the last? Yahweh was the first to receive this interesting title. Isaiah refers to Jehovah as the first and the last 3 times, but let's just look at the last 2 verses. Thus saith the Lord, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, the Lord of hosts. I am the first, and I am the last, and beside me there is no God. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 6. Hearken unto me, O Jacob and Israel, my called. I am he, I am the first, I also am the last. Isaiah chapter 48, verse 12. We can't take the words first and last literally in reference to God. He wasn't the first thing to be created since he was never created at all. As the psalmist said, Thy throne is established of old, thou art from everlasting. Psalms chapter 93, verse 2. He also won't be the last being to exist, since we will be resurrected to live eternally, according to Isaiah chapter 26, verse 19. Rather, Yahweh is the premier individual, and he is the ultimate being. These Latin-derived terms better describe how the words first and last are meant to be understood. God is premier because he is a very honorable man, and he will receive the respect of all humanity. As it was said in Psalms, honor and majesty are before him, strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Psalms chapter 96, verse 6. Also, the Lord is ultimate because he has the last word on all rulings. His authority is superior to that of all other persons. As St. Paul told us, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. Romans chapter 13, verse 1. We don't even obey governments because they want us to. We obey them because Yahweh wants us to. At the other end of the Bible, Jesus was also referred to as the first and the last, but in a different fashion. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is and which was and which is to come, the Almighty. Revelation chapter 1, verse 8. Alpha is the first letter of the Greek alphabet, and Omega is the last one. With Christ, the word first refers to how he was the first part of God's plan for man. Jesus was the first person to be created, and he saw the world and humankind take shape. As it was said in Proverbs, I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 23. In fact, he actually helped begin the process of creation. As Paul confessed, Unto me, who am less than the least of all saints, is this grace given, that I should preach among the Gentiles the unsearchable riches of Christ, and to make all men see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which from the beginning of the world hath been hid in God, who created all things by Jesus Christ. Ephesians chapter 3, verses 8 to 9. Obviously, Jesus did something really honorable here. He inspired his Father's creation and helped bring to life millions of people that would worship him faithfully. Thus, he deserved an honorable title, and God decided that the first and the last would be perfect for him. It was initially a Jehovah-only quality, as shown in Isaiah chapter 45, verse 23, but he decided that this quality could also be attributed to his Son. After all, as it was said in Philippians, Wherefore God also hath highly exalted him, and given him a name which is above every name, that at the name of Jesus every knee should bow, of things in heaven, and things in earth, and things under the earth, and that every tongue should confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. Philippians chapter 2, verses 9 to 11. It doesn't make him God, but it does mean we should honor him like God because Jehovah gave this previously exclusive right to his Son. However, Jesus still needed to earn the last part of his new title. God's creation was fine at first, but we all know how Satan attempted to sabotage his master's plan. He brought about the fall of man and cemented it with 7 major empires, according to Revelation chapter 17, verse 10. Only one man could bring his domination to an end, the very person who saw his rise to power. Jesus went down to earth with the goal of saving humankind from sin. He faced many challenges, and ultimately he was hanged for what he believed in, according to Mark chapter 15. However, Christ's story would not end there. He rose again in Acts chapter 1 verses 9 to 10, having cleansed the world of sin, and he would return, separating the righteous from the wicked and their evil influence, according to Matthew chapter 13 verse 49. Thanks to all of Christ's work, Satan would be able to be destroyed. As it was said in Revelation, "And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever." Revelation chapter 20 verse 10. His destruction would cause God to finally be all in all, according to 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 28, and he would need to do nothing more to restore humankind to its former glory. Thus, Jesus would serve as the last part of his Father's magnificent project, thousands of years after beginning it. And that is where I'm going to stop with this Bible Q&A. Why are God and Jesus called the first and the last? God is called the first and the last because he is the premier and ultimate individual, and Jesus is called the first and the last because he was the first and last part of God's plan. Thank you for listening! Don't forget to like and subscribe!